During the 2013 state opening, His Excellency the President, Chair Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya AJJ Jammeh, will address a session of the National Assembly on the policies of his government. Honorable speakers and delegations from various countries in Africa and beyond are expected to attend.
Welcome back to GRTS News. The International Criminal Court has dropped war crime charges against Francis Muthaura, one of the 4 prominent Kenyans held responsible for the 2007 post-election violence. The decision, warranted by perceived weaknesses in the prosecution's case, is now raising questions about the implications on Kenya's President-elect Uhuru Kenyatta.
Francis Muthaura was one of 4 prominent Kenyans charged with crimes against humanity by the International Criminal Court. He is now a free man. The ICC dropped all charges against him, but Muthaura says he is still hurt.
The ICC case broke my heart, not only because I, Francis Muthaura, was charged, but much more so because I have seen injustice abused and manhandled by those whose primary duty it was to respect it and safeguard it at all costs.
Francis Muthaura faced 5 counts of crimes against humanity for his alleged involvement in the wave of post-election violence that swept through Kenya in 2007 and 2008. The charges were dropped because of weaknesses in the prosecution's case. According to ICC Chief Prosecutor Fatou Bensouda, some witnesses were refusing to provide vital evidence, others were being intimidated, still others were bribed by people close to Muthaura and co-accused Uhuru Kenyatta. Bensouda also deplored the Kenyan authorities' lack of cooperation. She had already referred to this point during a visit to Kenya last year. This is the first time that the prosecutor is dropping charges on her own initiative. And although she said that this decision applied only to Muthaura and not to any other case, many people are questioning the implications of this decision on the case against President-elect Uhuru Kenyatta. Kenyatta said he would cooperate with the ICC, but the key witness against him, same as the one against Muthaura, withdrew his testimony. Uhuru Kenyatta's defense team filed a request to send the case to the pre-trial chamber, the step that precedes the opening or not of his trial.
The election of Argentine national Jorge Mario Bergoglio as the new Pope has sparked jubilant celebrations across Latin America, where 40% of the world's Catholic live. Born in 1936, the new Pope who has taken the name Francis I, is admired for his humility. Details in this report.
In Buenos Aires, people celebrated the news after the announcement that Argentine Cardinal Jorge Mario Bergoglio had been elected the new Pope.
I'm very emotional. It's really an amazing surprise that God has given us and the Latin American people a new Pope who is one of us from our ranks.
Hundreds of Argentinians poured into churches across the country, while outside, people rejoiced at the news that one of their own would be the new leader of the Catholic Church.
I'm very happy that he's Argentine. This is very important to us.
The former Archbishop of Buenos Aires is a fervent opponent of Argentine President Cristina Kirchner. But despite their differences, she congratulated the new Pope and wished him good luck. At the news of his election, church bells rang out across Latin America. In Venezuela, interim President Nicolás Maduro interrupted a speech he was giving to announce the Pope's election.
We know that our commander has ascended to these heights and is face to face with Christ. There was some kind of influence to bring about a South American Pope.
Even amongst the Latin American candidates, Jorge Mario Bergoglio was not the favorite. Analysts expected a Mexican or a Brazilian Pope. 40% of the world's Catholics live in Latin America.
Because he is a Pope who is closer to the people of Latin America, who really knows the reality of Latin America.
The new Pope has taken the name Francis I, and he is the first non-European Pope in nearly 1,300 years.
The church in Latin America will bear challenges like the church in North America, but a church that is rich in its tradition, a church where Catholicism is just part of their DNA, and a church that is growing and alive.
Pope Francis I will head to Brazil in July for his first international trip. There he will participate in the World Youth Day, a Catholic event which focuses on faith and youth.
We now take our second break. Let's now join the Central Forecast Office for a look at the weather report.
The source assures us of a continuous flow, and from there, everything follows. And for those of us who know what the River Gambia stands for, understanding its sustainability in all aspects of life is easily confirmed. The River Gambia provides nutritious delicacies as food, while it provides its wildlife a balanced ecosystem. This river, as a sanctuary, is committed to its inhabitants' needs without season. And as you travel along, all these values are replicated in one company, Elton. Just like the River Gambia, leads in its commitment to values that matter most. Elton, championing the vision for a new generation.
Hello there, wonderful viewers. Welcome to the weather segment. We begin with the summary. We experience a warm and sunny atmosphere across the country, and we now take a look at the satellite picture indicating convective clouds over the central and the southern part of the continent. Over the Sahel and the north, it indicates dry and stable conditions. For the forecast tonight, we'll be expecting mild conditions to prevail over the entire country, whilst during the early hours of the day tomorrow, we'll be expecting relatively cool and dry atmosphere to prevail, becoming warm and sunny in the afternoon. Light to moderate northerly to northwesterly breeze will dominate the flow over the entire country, which will be about 5 to 10 kilometers per hour. Morning temperatures will vary between 19 and 22 degrees Celsius, whilst afternoon temperatures will vary between 33 and 41 degrees Celsius. For those going to sea, we'll be expecting a low tide of 0.2 meters at 5:50 a.m. and also 0.3 meters at 6:06 p.m. For the high tide, we'll be expecting 1.7 meters at 12:18 p.m. and wave heights will vary between 0 to 1 meter, slight to moderate southeasterly swells. The sun will rise at 7:13 and will set at 19:17. Thanks for watching, and we now take a look at the forecast beyond our borders.